Oh my god, chapter 89 is out already. What the hell is going on?
Hey guys, and welcome back to DarkLogic Studios' Attack on Titan theories and discussions. Before we go any further, I want to give you fair warning that these videos are going to contain lots and lots of spoilers. So if you're not caught up with the manga, then what are you doing with your life? Seriously though, if you don't want spoilers, you should probably click on something else. If you're all caught up though, then let's get to it.
Alright, so I just got done reading chapter 89 and oh my god, some crazy shit is happening right now and my mind's exploding. Jesus Christ, what a mess. So real quick before I get started, I've decided after much deliberation not to do the spoilers anymore. Reason for that is because I really want to just read the story the way it's meant to be read. When I started doing this channel, people were asking me to do the spoilers and I was freaking out about Armin, so I was like... But, you know, now that Armin's okay, and all of this stuff with Grisha is kind of wrapping up, I want to go back to what I usually do and just read the chapters in their entirety, the way they're meant to be read. So, sorry guys if you like the spoiler videos, they do get a lot of views, but Attack on Titan is like my #1 favorite thing in the whole fucking world, and I want to enjoy it as much as possible. I don't want anything to take away from my enjoyment of it. So from now on, instead of doing the spoilers, I'm going to be doing these short, quick reviews after I read the chapter. These are going to be like 5 to 10 minute long videos, just with my initial thoughts right after reading it, for those of you who don't want to sit through a 35-minute long review. So yeah, just a small change, everything else is the same, but anyway, let's get to the chapter. Okay, so now in this chapter, I'm gonna have to go back and reread it once the official translation comes out, because this translation sucked balls. But I think I got the gist of most of what was going on. So we see everybody. We see Hanji and Eren and everybody. And Hanji's freaking out because Eren was doing some pose, and I don't really get what the fuck she's talking about. But Levi decides to let him out of their cells, and Mikasa's all skinny for some reason. And but then we get Ymir's letter. We get to see what Ymir is going to say to Historia. And what is it? Of course it's a very heartfelt letter, knowing Ymir. But the important thing, what we get, is Ymir's backstory. And let me tell ya, my predictions, I was completely wrong. All of my predictions were completely wrong. But, you know, immediately when I started reading this part, I was like, holy shit, I should have seen this coming, because this is totally what Isayama would do. This is so obviously what he would do. And of course, the significance of this is Ymir she's nobody, really. She's nobody important. She was this orphan who somebody came along and started calling her Ymir, and people started worshipping her, and obviously they got very rich off of it, and they're basically just doing it for their own gain. What's interesting about this is stuff like this does happen. Again, like taking stuff from real life. Like there are cultures where people, you know, take kids and basically worship them as gods. I mean, I don't know a lot about it. You know, I just watch a lot of documentaries, but that is totally what Isayama is doing with this character now. And this is so interesting because, God, and I feel so bad for Ymir. Like, she didn't ask for any of this, man. Like, I mean, a lot of us were thinking that she was the Ymir Fritz, but, you know, again, I think I've been saying this, but I think I've definitely learned my lesson now, for sure. Just, no, everything's just, all this mythology shit, it's just mythology. This is not like, this is just so cool. Fuck. Okay, so at the end of the letter, Ymir is just like, can't marry you yet. Our story's all sad. And then we go into this conference and they're talking about the books and they're talking about everything they've found out, and Zackley's there and Pixis is there and everybody's there, and as they're talking, suddenly Eren realizes something and he freaks out for a second, but then he sits down and he doesn't say anything. And of course, the Eldians' goal now, as I had predicted, is to use the progenitor Titans somehow to defend themselves, because now they know that the Marley plans to attack them at some point. And what suddenly occurs to Eren, he starts thinking about Dinah, and he starts thinking about the moment when he was able to kind of utilize the coordinate when he punched her as a Titan. Some people had said, you know, maybe since she was royalty and Eren touched her, just kind of like when Historia touched Eren in the Crystal Cave, that brought back some memories or whatever, and it had a similar effect. So Eren kind of comes to the conclusion that if he ate Historia, then maybe he could control the coordinate. So, which is the total opposite of what I was thinking. But, you know, it's like, obviously they're not going to kill Eren, like, he's the main character, so, but, you know, I was thinking that, it had not even crossed my mind that somebody who had the coordinate could eat someone with royal blood and then control the coordinate. I thought it would be the other way around, and, like, that Armin was gonna end up being royalty and having to eat Eren or something like that. Like, that would be pretty crazy, but Eren can't die, I guess. I guess we have to keep him alive. Although, it would be awesomely tragic if Eren did die like that. But you know what? It's not my story, so whatever. So Eren's got this idea in his head, and Armin's looking at him like, what the fuck are you thinking about, Eren? And, so that's quite a dilemma, isn't it? Should Eren eat Historia to save humanity? Yeah, fuck it. Just eat her, fucking A. She's a minor, not that interesting character. She could be sacrificed. And then the last part, we see another flashback of Kruger and Grisha. And Kruger is saying the same thing to Grisha that Grisha had said to Eren when he injected him in the beginning of the manga. And he says, Mikasa and Armin, if you want to save them all, fulfill your mission. He says something similar to what Grisha says. Grisha says, if you want to save Mikasa and Armin, you have to learn to master this power or whatever. But anyways, he's basically saying the same thing. And Grisha looks back and he's like, Mikasa? Armin? Who are you talking about? Who the fuck are you talking about, Kruger? He's like, what? I don't know. Who is the owner of this memory? So, it's like, what the fuck? So that's so interesting, and like, you're playing with this idea that we're all connected, everything's connected and all this shit, and, you know, this made me think of like, you know, the whole like time warp theory that people have been talking about for a while. I am not on board with that theory. I think it'll be goofy as fuck. However, what this actually makes me think about is, again, another documentary I watched a couple years ago. They were talking about like the time-space continuum or whatever, and like the theory, the idea that everything exists, everything that can exist does exist all at once, and time is just an illusion. Time, the illusion of time, is just movement through space or something like that. You know, it's a crazy awesome theory, but that's what it made me think of, because it's like the idea is that we're all connected, everything, you know, nothing really begins, nothing really ends, we're all just a mishmash of whatever, molecules flying around, you know. Like Ymir said, we're just bags of meat moving around the world with no meaning to our lives. That's kind of bleak, but God, I love this manga. It's so crazy. But anyway, if you think of that idea that time is an illusion and that everything is connected, then yeah, why wouldn't Kruger be able to access Eren's memories? Or Grisha's memories? But it's like it's like the memories are like going backwards in time and like bleeding through. It's so fucking cool. I love this kind of shit. Yes, science, bitch! Alright guys, crazy chapter, crazy awesome chapter. Oh my god, what the fuck's gonna happen now? Oh man. Is Eren gonna eat Historia? I'd be cool with that. Sorry if you're a Historia fan. But, you know, this, oh man, I did not see this coming. I did not see this, even, this prospect. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. I still want Armin to be royalty. Whatever. Okay guys, so since all of this stuff has been happening all at once, I'm really like scrapped for time, so I know you guys want to see that trailer breakdown video But, you know, now that this chapter's out, I've got the review recorded, I just gotta edit it and stuff, so I'm not sure which one to do first. So, you know what, I want you guys to go ahead and vote at the end of this video. I'm gonna put up a poll in the card things or whatever. I want you guys to go ahead and vote for which one you want me to do next. Do you want the full Chapter 89 review, or do you want the trailer breakdown first? It's up to you guys. I want you guys to vote and tell me what you want to see first. I'm still gonna be doing that discussions video with your guys' theories. I'm still gonna do it, but again, it's gonna be pushed back. So sorry about that, you guys. But it's still happening. I've got, God, so much to do. So much to do. That's okay. I love it. I love you guys. Tell me what you guys thought of the chapter. Don't forget to vote for which video you want next, and I'll see you next time. Peace.